Good day. Sharett Miller here. I'm trying something new, just for fun, just to see how it feels, how it flows. I have a deck of oracle cards, and it's a new deck that I just purchased, and I'm very excited about them. So I thought that just on a whim, for no reason, absolutely no reason whatsoever, I was going to draw a card or two or three. I don't know. We'll see how it feels, and share my thoughts on the card. A little bit of an oracle reading. So this is the deck. A little too close there. So it is Sacred Geometry Activation Oracle Cards by Lawn. I think it's by Lawn. All right. This is new. This deck is new to me. I've used Oracle cards in the past, and it's actually a lot of fun. So I enjoy that. Ooh, look at that. We have a jumper. I started shuffling and that jumped. So we are going to utilize that card. That's why I said I might end up picking one or two or three. We'll see. See how many jumpers I have. But I think we will start with that one, and I'm gonna pull another one in addition to that and see what comes up. See what we where we end up going here. I don't particularly have a theme. Oftentimes people will do, like, the moon phase or something like that. But I am not doing a theme, and obviously this whole video, this is very messy the way that I'm doing this. So it's fine. Let me pick up my jumper. We'll look at that in a moment. Here's the jumper. And I'm going to go ahead. Let's turn it this way. See, I'm still figuring out what I'm doing here. Holding it here so that you see I'm not looking and cheating. And I'm pulling another card. All right. Let's see what we have. I also have this handy dandy guidebook here, the activation guidebook, so we will use that if need be. I don't know. We'll see how I'm inspired. All right, so I'm going to start with the jumper card. The jumper card is the card of conception. Conception. One of the things I love about these cards, number one, the size. They're massive. I put it next to my head so you can kind of get an idea. Definitely significantly larger than the standard size cards. And the colors are absolutely stunning on these cards. So, all right, my jumper card, conception. I'm gonna read this one. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. That's awesome. I have to say that this card is definitely, it resonates with me. They don't all. I can say that. I mean, a lot of people will look at oracle cards when someone pulls an oracle card, and you can kind of, some things you feel like you can kind of relate to anything. But I have certainly pulled cards where I was just like, or looked at them and I'm like, I don't know. But you feel it. You absolutely feel it when it resonates. So I feel like this one is an important one for me for many reasons. But collectively, I think that it's also important. There's a lot happening in the world. There's a lot happening in the world. And looking at conception, looking at the point of creation, the starting point, sometimes going back to the beginning, back to basics, is what helps us to gain perspective on things that are going on in the world or in our own lives. From a collective perspective, I feel that a lot of the terrible things that are happening in the world right now are simply a loss of God. And that's a deep concept that I'm definitely not going to go into today. But just as a general idea, that's my take on it. So really all anybody can do, especially with world issues and collective issues, is work on you. Very specifically yourself. Your inner world is what is going to create everything that happens and is manifested and brought to fruition in your outer world. So only you can change that. And by working on your inner world and working on yourself, you are going to be contributing something better and a higher vibrational type of frequency to the collective. And if everyone does that, guess what? We all get to rise. I think it's fantastic. So, conception. go back to the basics, back to the origin, back to our creation, our creator, and take a look at what that brings you as far as your own inner awareness and your own intentions. Okay. Oh, and the second card, the card that I pulled, I just looked at it. Root chakra. That ties in so beautifully with the conception card that I can't even, like, that's just a beautiful little segue, you know, talking about connection and getting back to the creator and working on your inner self. Where does that start? Where does that start? It starts with your root chakra. It starts with feeling safe in your own space. In order to work on your inner world, you have to feel safe in your body. You have to feel safe on the planet. You have to feel safe in this time-space dimension. And the root chakra, that's how you do it. Activating your root chakra. So let me read the card. Let me go ahead and read the card before I go into my whole spiel on the root chakra. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well as in the physical world. Okay. So I love that this talks about passion. It stimulates passion and supports your sense of security. There's a lot of things that can come from the idea of the root chakra and activating the root chakra. I am certainly not a chakra or energy centers expert, but I will say this. I know from my own personal experience and just my experience of the world around me in the 42 years I've been here, that when people are disconnected from the root chakra, their root chakra is closed, that is where a whole sense of anxiety starts. That's really honestly where it begins, when you don't feel safe in your own physical body and on the planet or whatever setting you might be in, social anxiety or whatever it might be, just generalized anxiety. I feel like that's a thing for a lot of people right now. I deal with that myself at times. It's so important for us to be able to go within and to look at the reasons why that's happening. The result of it oftentimes is we all are walking around in fight or flight constantly. And that's an energy, and other people pick up that energy. It's a very, very low vibrational frequency energy to be in that fight or flight state constantly, because that's not how we're meant to feel when we're just in our everyday life and doing things that, you know, are supposed to be things that we do to help us thrive and to get ahead in life and to move forward. Just our everyday circumstances, you know. But so many of us are in that space. So activating the root chakra, for me, it oftentimes can make me feel a sense of, just like the card said, security. It makes me feel like I'm okay. I am safe to be in this space. I am safe to allow my body to be calm. Let that central nervous system, that parasympathetic nervous system, or the autonomic nervous system, let the parasympathetic portion of your autonomic nervous system activate and calm everything down. Just let it be okay. And I say that a lot to myself. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. No matter what it is. I am safe to be here making this video. I am safe to be teaching my children homeschool. I am safe to leave my house. You know, like, there's a lot of anxieties that people have. So make sure you set an intention to let yourself know that you're safe. That's a beautiful place to start. If you want to do meditations to activate the root chakra, there's lots that you can find, lots of guided meditations on YouTube and such. And then just setting an intention to tell yourself that you are safe as many times a day as you need to. I am safe, I am safe, I am safe. It really makes a difference. And that's an intention type of thing. And I think that that goes back to the conception card. It does. You set those intentions, and you know, it brings about awarenesses for you that maybe you didn't have before. So that's my spiel whole 10 minutes, over 10 minutes now, of pulling the oracle cards for the first time. Eek! This was fun. This was super fun. And I don't know, maybe I'll do more videos like this. Maybe I won't. But this is the oracle card deck. Okay? I love it. I love it. It's so awesome. Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle. Wonderful. I hope that everybody has an amazing day and week and weekend, or whenever it is that you happen to watch this. I'm sending light and love to you all. Thank you so much to anyone who made it to the end of this video. You deserve to be commended. I believe in you. I absolutely do. And I love you. And I know that you can do this. I know that we can do this. This life, it's a lot. There's a lot of ups and downs, but we got this shit.